The ring was offered to the great powers of the old world: elves, dwarves, kings. Each believed they could wield it without being mastered. The petrodollar was such a ring. It promised order, but demanded fealty. The rich and the powerful seized it, not to destroy it, but to build an empire around it. They filled their halls with lobbyists, their vaults with secrets, and in time, they became what they sought to rule. The Old Fellowship, NATO, Bretton Woods, the petrodollar system, was meant to guard against darkness, but the ring's bearers grew greedy. They turned the alliance into a weapon. Canada, Greenland, Iran, all became targets of a system that could no longer tolerate any nation outside its control. The Counselor, a nation once wounded by the very fascism the alliance was founded to oppose, learned to wield the ring's arts. Through lobby, bribe, and the blackmail of a secret file, it guided the ring-bearer's hand to the hilt. Together, they prepared a war to secure the last independent energy power, Iran, the new Mordor. But the ring was never meant for the great. It was the humble who could carry it without claiming it. The hobbits, nations and peoples, who were told they had no part in the great game, found themselves the only ones still free of its grip. Now a new fellowship must form, not an alliance of dominion, but of the willing. The Belt and Road, BRICS, the countless nations building roads, ports, and currencies outside the old ring's order. They are not pure. They have their own shadows, but they carry the ring only to destroy it, not to wield it. The road to unmake the ring is narrow. The old powers will not let it go quietly. They will throw every obstacle, every storm, every shadow, to keep the world bound to their will. The war in Iran is their final gambit. They call it a war against a regime, but it is a war against any path that does not pass through their banks, their carriers, their secrets. If Iran falls, the new fellowship's spine is broken. The ring is secured for another generation, secured by blood. And among the Hobbit's own kind, there are those who would sabotage the quest. The rich and the powerful have their agents everywhere. The hedge fund managers who finance the war, the think tanks that dress empire in the language of liberty, the politicians who clutch the Epstein file like a precious thing, terrified of what will happen if the truth is ever freed.
You must not go to war. It is not. But I will not see my kingdom divided.
Gollum is the addiction itself. He is the old world's greed made wretched, still clutching the ring, still believing it can be kept, even as it burns. The hobbits were never meant to carry the ring alone. They needed the fellowship, not to wield power, but to share the burden. The new fellowship is scattered, unfinished, but scattered is not destroyed. The destruction of the ring will not come from a grand army. It will come from the quiet choices: to refuse the lobby's money, to open the secret files and break the blackmail, to trade in currencies that owe no fealty to to the old order. In the end, the ring is unmade not by a hero's strength, but by the very greed that sought to keep it. The old world will destroy itself if we let it. Our task is not to seize power, but to build while they burn. The ring is gone. The old alliances are broken. Now a new path must be forged, not by kings or elves, but by hobbits, by those who refused the ring and chose to walk together. The war in Iran is the ring's final gambit. Let it fall. Let us walk a different road.